Hey folks, how are you doing? It's Mr. Carter here, ready to help you with Fluency and Skills Practice, lesson 30.1. This one is points, lines, line segments, and rays. All right, so go ahead and put your name on this if you haven't yet, and let's begin. So set A here at the top is asking you to very simply draw and label a line segment, a line, and a ray. So they're looking for three different things here, and I'm going to use a straight edge to show that. So I have a nice protractor here. I'm going to start first with my line segment. So a line segment, as you know, has two endpoints. Okay, and that's what I just did there. So I did a straight set of points. Oops, sorry, I got a little unfocused here. So it's a straight set of points with two endpoints, and I'm just going to label the endpoints A and B just to keep it simple. Now I'm going to do a line. Again, a line is a straight set of points that goes on forever and ever. And we're going to show that by putting two arrows like so. Again, I'm just going to put two lines on here. 2 points, A and B. Point A and point B. So that is our line. In our ray, again, this is our ray. It's again another straight set of points. This time it has an endpoint. And then on one side, and again, it goes on forever and ever. So we're going to call this point A. I'm going to put point B somewhere on here. All right. Now, it didn't ask us to do this, but I'm going to show you what to do. So to give this a name. So this would be line segment AB. So we would label it like that. This would be line AB. And the difference is, on top, you put a miniature line showing it goes both ways. Oh, sorry, it gets so out of focus. There we go. Then this one is ray AB, and we're going to label it again with the miniature ray, and making sure that A is the first letter in our name because that's where the endpoint is. Okay, so use the drawing below here to answer the questions. So how many lines are in the drawing? Well, in this case, there's only one line, and it's right here, okay? Because it has two arrows signifying that it goes on forever in both directions. So there's only one, and the name of that line would be line AC. Okay, you could have also called it line AB. You could have also called it line CA, and you could have also called it BA. Again, all these lines, this particular line here has a whole bunch of different names you could have called it. All right, so let's look at now number 2. It's asking for naming 5 rays in the drawing. So a ray, again, has to have an endpoint and then going on forever. So you could have said AC and called this the endpoint. And the difference between the line and the ray is that what we're going to do is we're going to put just the little miniature ray on the top with an endpoint. So you could have called it AC. You could have also called it AB. Again, making it, the little ray on top. You could have also called it CA, going in the opposite direction. And again, so CA. Could have also called it CB. Again, we're putting miniature rays on top of all of these, right? Did I miss one? Yeah, you could have called it BA. BA, and you could have also, there's one over here, AD. That's another one. Again, with the endpoint and the arrow. Name 5 line segments. Again, in this case, now we could use the same ones like AC, but this time we're going to call it line segment with a miniature line segment on top with 2 endpoints. So you could have called it AC. AB is another one. again, from here to here. BC is another one. That goes from that endpoint to that endpoint. You could have called another one is CD from here to here. And you could also do AD. Now for all of these, you can flip-flop them around like the letters, right? So you could have called this CA, you could call this BA, you could call this CB, and et cetera, et cetera. All right, and number 4, I've done it already, but we'll talk it through. It says, are AB, line AB and line BC the same line? And explain. So the answer is yes, right? So they're asking about line AB and line AC. Yeah, they are this same line because A, B, and C are all points on the same line. And you can use any of the 2 points to name the line. So because all the points up here are all the points are on the same line, you can use any of these 2 points to name it. All right. Number 5. Are ray AC and ray BC the same ray? Explain. Well, no. Because even though, so let's look at it. So AC and AB, and AC and BC, they go in the same direction, right? AC goes this way, BC goes that way. They're not the same ray because they both have different starting points, right? AC starts with point A and BC starts with point B. So no, so here's what I wrote down. So even though both rays go in the same direction, AC starts at point A and BC starts at point B. All right, number 6. It says, draw and label a figure that has at least 2 lines, 2 rays. So let me underline that. 2 lines, 2 rays, and 4 line segments. So here's what I came up with, but you might have come up with something completely different. So here are my 2 lines. There's one line here, again with 2 arrows. Here's another line here, again with 2 arrows. My 2 rays go here to here. Right? Here's an endpoint. It goes on forever. And here, it goes on forever. Okay. And you could also count this as a ray, like from A, B, going that way, C, D, in the opposite direction too. And here are my 4 line segments. So, and again, 4 line segments have to have 2 endpoints. So here's one, A to B, B to D, that's 2, D to C, that's 3, and C to A, right? And so there's my 4 line segments. So again, your drawing might look a little different, but just again, make sure it has 2 lines, 2 rays, and 4 line segments. All right, hope this was helpful. And if you have any questions, reach out to your teacher. Take care.